What's the fastest growing energy producing country in the world?
I'm gonna guess it's the U.S.
Correct.
We have the capacity, for the first time in either of our lifetimes, to break the back of OPEC.
7 years ago, we were told we were going to be out of natural gas within 10 years. Now there's an infinite supply.
Yeah.
Oil. It's unbelievable. It's going to revolutionize America's economy.
Big news out of the Marcellus Shale. Reports say energy production from fracking in places like Pennsylvania and West Virginia is rising even faster than experts had predicted.
There is a natural gas boom in this country.
The biggest threat to the oil cartel, the growing rise of American shale gas.
We don't have a divine right to success, but we've got an unbelievable hand. If we play it well, and now we've got natural gas, shale oil.
You know, I like that.
We have a gift from God here.
This Marcellus Shale, man, oh man, and you guys are really capitalizing it, aren't you?
Yes, we are, Tracy.
It's producing jobs, it's producing income, it's helping Pennsylvania manufacturing. The best booster of Marcellus Shale fracking is U.S. Steel.
The Marcellus Shale Formation covers a swath of the Northeast. It's rock trapping a bounty that could help make the U.S. the world's largest producer of oil and gas. It is a place of pastoral beauty, quaint small towns hosting an energy revolution.
We're seeing the words insourcing used more often, sometimes than offshoring and outsourcing now. And you have more of the top consultants in our country telling people to rethink bringing jobs back from China and other places to the United States. Natural gas is definitely a piece of that story, and that's one of the cost-competitive advantages that I do think we need to encourage in our country.
Natural gas will be the fastest-growing source of energy supply over the next 30 years.
Here, amidst the oxidized scars of booms gone bust, at the very place where Youngstown Sheet and Tube closed its doors in 1977, a French steel company has embarked on a $700 million expansion to make steel for the gas industry. Across town at TMK IPSCO, a new state-of-the-art pipe finishing factory keeps 75 employees busy on 2 shifts, all to service gas exploration.
What is it like in this day and age to have a job like this?
Honestly, I feel really blessed that I got a job here because, you know, the whole United States has been hit by the recession, and for them to come here and open this plant is just, it's wonderful.
Classes in some of these new programs are filling up beyond our expectations, and employers are coming out and telling us the faster we can get qualified workforce out there, they're ready to hire them, so we're excited.
Pennsylvania is now producing nearly 10% of the nation's natural gas and about 1/4 of the onshore shale gas. So who would have imagined that even a few years ago?
Typically, we're pulling in an average day almost 3/4 billion cubic feet of natural gas a day.
Are you kidding? Where's it going?
It's going to heat homes, it's going to fuel our vehicles, it's going to create electricity.
Like so many small towns across America, Towanda, Pennsylvania was reeling from a drain of its economic lifeblood, manufacturing. That is, until the gas companies came calling.
The amount of job growth has been phenomenal. The amount of business growth has been phenomenal.
Nearly 1,200 wells have been drilled around this boomtown, the most in Pennsylvania. All that new revenue has allowed Bradford County to retire its $5 million debt and lower property taxes by 6%.
Shale gas drilling has been an economic game changer for all those little towns and villages in rural Pennsylvania that otherwise might have fallen on hard times.
Well, we're in the early innings, no doubt about it. And we are hiring a lot of people, and we're helping create a lot of jobs. And we have doubled, just Little Mark West, we've doubled from 500 to 1,000 since last year of employees.
These are long-term, generational jobs.
1,200 contractors hired to build the facility, more than 350 skilled workers now employed here, and 2,000 spin-off jobs to follow. It's part of the supply chain meeting the growing demand for the horizontal drilling or shale boom.
You look now at what was an empty steel corridor for most of our adult life, and now it's breathing not only new life, dramatic new life.
If the U.S. doesn't have to be constrained by concerns about where our energy is going to come from in terms of our foreign policy and in terms of our ability to produce things and volatility around the economy, that's a net positive, not just for the United States, but I would argue for the world as a whole.
Marcellus is operating is where I wanted to be. I have family around here. I have friends. It's home to me. It's very important for us to protect this place. I mean, it's where we live.
When it comes to fracking, you've got the EPA, you've got the U.S. Geological Survey, you've got state and federal regulators saying we looked at this and they literally could not find one example of groundwater contamination tied to fracking. Not one. It's extraordinary.
In the public, in many areas of the country, is being presented with a false choice. It goes something like this. Well, you can either have energy in those jobs, or you can have, clean air, a clean environment, clean water. That's a false choice, because we know we can have both.
The primary goal is always Anadarko's policy to keep the road safe and passable. We do that everywhere that we go in the Appalachian Basin and in Marcellus and in the Williamsport operation.
When you have a Department of Health in a Democratic administration saying hydraulic fracturing is safe, that is significant.
Offering compressed natural gas right along with regular gasoline is key, as more vehicle owners consider the cheaper, environmentally friendly use of CNG.
Natural gas translates into the equivalent of just under $2 a gallon. That has many local businesses looking to convert.
Of course, the abundance of natural gas in the Marcellus Shale is the driving force behind the effort to fuel vehicles with CNG. You know what you're paying for regular unleaded gas. The natural gas equivalent in State College, we just checked, is $2.16.
Today, Range is announcing our first compressed natural gas truck fleet. For Range, we're very excited because this means that the vast majority of our fleet is now powered by the very natural gas that we're developing out of this region.
For us, it's about two things. It's about something that's better for the economy and obviously something that's better for the environment. Right now, we have about 10% of our fleet is run with natural gas. We want to make that 100% of our fleet that's run with natural gas.
This is our first compressed natural gas survey vehicle. This truck will be used on day-to-day operations up in the northern tier of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania sits on this enormous Marcellus Shale deposit of natural gas, and we think it's really important that we utilize it here.
The state of Pennsylvania knows right where to find it. The state is raking in $200 million in levies and taxes from the fracking boom, and that money is pouring right back into the communities responsible for it.
The state released a list of all municipalities getting a piece of the money, hundreds of them, many getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. This money is meant for counties and municipalities with all the drilling to pay for road repairs, water systems, court costs, tax cuts, and more. Even places far from natural gas wells will get some cash. A portion of the fee will go to a fund benefiting all Pennsylvania counties. That means Philadelphia and Allegheny County will get around $1 million each.
So getting a $500,000 check in the mail is a pretty good thing, isn't it?
It is. It absolutely is.
In our area, Washington County is getting more than all but one other county in the state, nearly $5 million. Greene County taking in nearly $3 million. There's more than $1.5 million for Westmoreland County, $1.1 million for Allegheny County.
The Allegheny County Airport Authority has signed off on a deal with Consol Energy to drill for natural gas on airport property. If finalized, the airport will get a $50 million signing bonus plus another $450 million in royalties over the next 2 decades.
It gives us the opportunity to pay off our property and maybe do some things that we normally wouldn't be able to have done before.
When Cabot moved into the area, we've grown about 300% since then. We went from approximately 30 employees up to 250 right now.
I look at shale gas development in a number of ways, but the primary area that I look at is opportunity for all. We think there's an extraordinary opportunity, again, by producing a domestic fuel that's produced right here in Pennsylvania for our country's future.